So today's story time is about how I came out of the closet. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is KK's Uncut. My name is Karabo, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming through. And if this is your first time on my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. La Gusekaya, Kiko gae mo. So please guys, hit the subscribe button and also thumbs up on my video. I would really, really appreciate that. So today's tea is about how I came out of the closet. Boil yourself a cup of tea, mix yourself some gin and tonic, honey, roll that joint because of this tea is juicy. Okay, so let's get into this tea. So I moved out of home while I was working in Greenstone to go stay in Alex because it was going to be convenient for me to get to work. And I was staying with a colleague of mine who is a best friend and a brother to me till this day. Till this day. And so what had actually happened was Tepiso that's the guy I was staying with, is straight. And I was in the closet at that time, so I was also straight, most I get how. So Tepiso had a girlfriend, and that girl that Tepiso was dating at that moment had a gay friend. Ne? And when I was young, guys, I don't know why, I think it's because of the closet, but I was such a homophobe, and I'm not even proud to say this. I'm not proud shame to say this. I don't know, but I was young. I didn't know better, So Tepiso's girlfriend had a gay friend, and I'm like, every time she comes, most of the time when she would come to visit us by the flat, she would come with the guy, and I'd be so pissed that, what? You are out here bringing somebody that will up and end my case because of, we see each other, we know each other. But I was cordial every time they were there, we had fun, and we were young, so we went out a lot and all of that, So there was a function that was happening go 15, 2.5. And I think it was June 16. December on the 16th. I can't remember, but it was somewhere in December. Excuse me. So we were going to attend that function. There was some famous DJ that was coming. So, we bought tickets. We had to make sure that we show up, So after work, we had the flats, we are prepping, we're making sure our friends, they're coming to our flat, everybody's there, like we're playing music. We're just pre-gaming, to make sure we're going to have ourselves a good time. Okay, so Tepiso's girlfriend comes with the guy. Okay, so when they come, shots, drink, welcome shots. Hey guys, we're still in the house preparing, but it's so nice. It was such a vibe. Okay, now we go out. So we get to Stoop 15. It's a jump. Stoop 15, guys, never disappoints. I haven't been there in a minute, but when I was still staying in Alex, it was like my go-to place, especially the hip-hop sessions on Saturday. I lived for them. So yeah, we went and we turned up. It was nice, drinks were bought, like, man, it's a jump. So now your boy gets drunk. Now I'm like, you know what? I'm there. Like, I'm lit. Now, as I am in my state, really, I'm up in cloud nine. Most guys must. Drunk men's actions are sober men's thoughts. Yimi loyo. Sekilata Tepo. Sekijota Tepo is the guy, the friend. So Sekilata Tepo, and I'm like, I grab him and I go to all my friends and I tell them, yeah, Tepo's the love of my life. Hey, I start mentioning how much Tsepo means to me. Tsepo's the love of my life. And I don't care what you'll say. I don't care. no, y'all can say whatever you want. The moral of the story is Tsepo is mine and we're together. At that time, me and Tsepo, we're not even together. We haven't even had that conversation. Child, we wouldn't, like, because of how I was, like, I had this cage. So there was never a day where I actually let him in, but I was cordial with him every time when, Tsepo's girlfriend would come with him to the flat, you know. So, ke nna I'm telling umhlaba wonke ke manje ukuthi hey Tshepo, mina no Tshepo si together. Hey, mina no Tshepo, yazi ngeke nisenze next. Not even death will do us party. Hey. Sabang butchwals. Hey, okay, fine. Hi, everybody like it's acting normal, you know, like they're cool. It's like, hi, okay, fine. So now, the next morning, everybody's off. It was a weekend, yeah. So the next morning, everybody's off, and I'm the one that's supposed to go to work in the morning. So I wake up with a major papalas and I bath. And in the morning, when I wake up, and I'm like, oh no, Karabo, what did you just do? What in the hell did you just do? Like, I put myself in a position where now I will have to explain why, like, what you would say, oh, what's going on last night? You said this, you know? So I go to work, and the whole day at work, I am not at peace at all. You can imagine, I know people are waiting for me at the flat, and it's still a jump because of we're still going to go out that night. So I know, everybody's still there. So now, hey, I get to the flat, and when I get to the flat after work, everybody's there and they're drinking and they stop the music. They're like, KP, we need to sit down and we need to talk. And I'm like, guys, I know exactly what the conversation is going to be about. And you know what? I'm ready. And at the time, mind you, I haven't broken up with my girlfriend yet, you know? So I sit down and I tell them, guys, so yesterday, I know I did this, I know I did this, I know I did this. So yeah, it is what it is, you know? And everybody was on some like, yo, finally, dude, yo, finally. This is Katele Tina. Like, dude, we know. And I was like, how? And to be honest with you, like, I was so naive. I genuinely thought that they didn't know. You know, I had a girlfriend, so I put up a good facade, you know? So they were like, yo, dude, finally, yo, we're so happy, you know? And I was more concerned about Sips because of Sips is straight, you know, and we're staying together in this flat. And now I was very concerned with that. And he supported me. Like him saying, dude, I'm so happy that you finally came out. Like, I'm still your brother. You know, that meant so much to me because of it was really one of those things that made me stay in the closet. You know what I mean? Because I was thinking, I'm staying with a straight guy, this girl constantly coming to the flat and all of that, you know? And yeah, so I thought, you know what, this is a blessing. This is what I've always wanted, to be just accepted and to be happy. So that's how I came out to my friends. Because of obviously guys being So how I came out to my parents was a totally different story. And I think I came out a year after I came out to my friends, to my parents, because of I wasn't staying at home. So it was easier to be out there in the streets and do what I want because I know that I've got my own place and I do what I want. You know, but to a certain point, I was mad at myself at how I used to be, you know, because of I had lost a lot of opportunities by staying in the closet. I took my feelings and I made them facts. And I lost out on a lot of opportunities, guys. I do not want to lie to you because I thought the world and people would reject me for being gay. You know, I was so afraid. My dad used to work at SAPC Studios. He worked at SAPC Studios for over 30 years, guys. And, excuse me, most of the days, weekends, I would go to work with him, you know, and I would be exposed to all these things. And I ask myself sometimes, if I didn't think that because of there was a time where we would be in the studios and you'd be given us. I remember there was a time where I was doing a voice prop for some cartoon, but I was young, uh, in primary school. And in high school, I would just go and watch what they do, on Saturdays and Sundays. And my dad would be like, "So, must I arrange this for you? Must I?" And I'd be like, "No," because in my mind, I'm thinking, the world will know that I'm gay. And it's not what I wanted at that time. But now I know better. So the reason for me to do this video as well is I want people out there to live their honest truth, guys. I mean, you might think that people will take you some type of way if maybe you know, you gay or whatever, but you have to make sure that you live your truth unapologetically. I mean, this is your life. You know what I mean? And I hope maybe this message will go out to somebody, a child, an adult will hear this, that you know what, you need not worry yourself about anybody. Whatever that you're doing for yourself. This is your life and take charge of it. So yeah, that is my story of how I came out, and I hope you guys really, really enjoyed it. Thank you so, so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys on my next upload. Please give my video a thumbs up. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you guys. Love you lots. Mwah.